Well, here we are, we're back. It's early. We're at the 2-week mark, and there's a reason for that. Had a little setback in SNRF quest here. Where to even start? I got an email a couple days ago, before the weekend. I was out of town. The email was from someone fairly important in Lassen Park. I don't want to throw him under the bus, so I'm not gonna say who it was, but okay, we got to backtrack. When I initially took this on, I applied for a scientific research permit. You might remember that process from my first video, second video. I talked about that a lot. Got the scientific research permit to set camera traps, and that's been in place all year. I was told I could get it renewed by Lassen Park without having to go through the federal application process again, right? So I was in the process of trying to do that. I got an email before this weekend from this guy saying he had talked to the law enforcement and fee people at the park, and they had basically determined that it was an error on their part to issue me the scientific research permit from the get-go, and that I should have applied for a special use permit, which is a different deal altogether. So basically his email said, apologetically, we're revoking your scientific research permit. So as of a few days ago, I've got cameras in the park illegally, basically. So he said, here's the application for the special use permit. Fill this out, send it to these guys, give me a couple email addresses. That comes with a fee of $75, which, all right. But it's a 6-page application, and it's basically what I would have to fill out if I was like the Ford Motor Company and I wanted to film a commercial in the park, right? It's like, it wants to know crazy things. It wants to know who my stunt coordinator is, which I'm telling them it's me, right? It wants to know if I'm using any pyrotechnics. It wants to know if I need any road closures. It wants to know if I'm using any talent, which of course they mean like actors, like who's starring in my commercial. But there's a question that says, are you using talent? I'm like, well, I feel like I am. But it's kind of ridiculous for what I'm doing. And I don't think it applies, in a lot of ways. They want to know exactly where my base camp is in the park, when I'm going to come into the park, when I'm going to leave the park, exactly what dates, what hours, stuff I just can't come up with, So I'm at a loss, and I'm kind of afraid if this application process moves at the speed of government, this could be it for the winter. Like, it took 6 months to get the last one, or more. It was longer than that. So I'm here to pull my stuff and get the heck out, and I'm bummed because I'm not going to be able to, if it's a slow process, which I have to assume it will be. I'm not going to be able to get my cameras up here for the winter. I'm not going to be able to do any of that. So I'm just hoping that it gets approved. I don't even know if I'll get the special use permit. I'm gonna throw 75 bucks at it and hope for the best. So for their part, I mean, everyone I've talked to at the park has been excited about what I'm doing, wants to see the photos, wants me to get a SNRF, you know, on camera, and you know, is behind it. So they must have just realized that I'm not a scientist, which, you know, all right. Hopefully it's that easy and I get this new permit. But for now, I'm stuck and I'm walking up. I just got to my camera trap, is why I stopped walking. So I'm at the log. Everything looks all right, except the that flash unit had some camo fabric on it that's all torn off. That guy was wrapped in fabric and it's just gone. So maybe a little squirrel or something found some new nesting material. I don't know. Basically, I haven't checked the camera yet, but if a Sierra Nevada red fox has run across that log this week, I don't have to do this other application and we'll call it good. Somehow I doubt that that's happened, but we'll see. We'll check the trail cam first here. All right, playback. There's 4 videos on there. That's me setting up. There's a nighttime one. This could be some moths or bugs. Not a lot of hope here, people. Check the camera. All right, there's pictures on it. But if a squirrel was down here ripping stuff off my flash, the trigger's right there. So it could have been in front of that also. Bunch of shadows. It's a squirrel. That guy's perching, man. Ooh, that's a hawk. That's cool. Well, nothing special. I mean, there was a hawk on there. That was cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm bummed. There was some nighttime stuff on there a couple times. Probably little critters on this log where the trigger is, right in front of the trigger, because there's nothing on the camera. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know what's gonna happen with this permit. Super frustrating. So I got to pull everything out of here today and wait. So that's it. That's all you can do. We'll give the park 75 bucks and see if they give me my special use permit before snow flies. But again, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So for now, SNRF Quest is on pause, if not completely over. Hopefully it's not, but what are you gonna do? we'll keep you posted.